Hey guys, today on People Now, we hear from Liam Hemsworth for the first time since news of his split from Miley Cyrus.
Meanwhile, we check out the romantic wedding for Bachelor Nation alums Ashley Iaconetti and Haibon.
Plus, Taylor Swift and a slew of stars hit the Teen Choice Awards.
Also today,
come on, we have a job to do.
HGTV star Tarek El Moussa is teaming up with his ex for the new season of Flip or Flop, but he's sparking new love these days. He's here with all we want to know.
Plus,
I'll tell him that you're a pervert. We'll tell the whole school.
a group of tweens goes on an epic coming-of-age adventure in Good Boys. One of the stars, Molly Gordon, joins us live.
It's all live today on People Now. Let's go.
Hey, happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to People Now. So good to see you. Did you have a good weekend?
I did. Pool party.
Yeah.
Even though it feels like it's getting a little colder now, doesn't it?
It's so funny how
I felt
quickly
like Saturday
turns.
night was kind of cold.
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
A couple birthday parties, and my girls came back home after a week, and I was on the verge of full collapse. So
It's
it was
just a
great.
full spiral.
Full spiral.
Well, family's back together.
Family's back.
It's
It feels good. We've got a jam-packed show today, so let's jump right into this. We've gotten to know many versions of Taylor Swift over the years, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this one might be our favorite yet. Watch this. All right, world, meet Drunk Taylor. On Saturday night, Tay-Tay threw a party in Los Angeles to celebrate her 10 VMA nominations. She's tied for the most noms this year alongside Ariana Grande. But in a series of Instagram stories posted by RuPaul's Drag Race star Akira Chanel Davenport, Swift can be seen singing along to her own song, You Need to Calm Down, dancing, kind of whipping the hair around in this sparkly mini dress. It's a moment.
She's having a blast. Now, no word on whether Taylor was actually drunk in the videos, but now Drunk Taylor has become the internet's new favorite meme. I love this comparison. Me at parties versus me when Taylor comes on. Turn it up.
Drunk Taylor really speaks to this person who has a tough time waking up from naps. We feel you there.
Like everyone's had a moment like that, drunk or not. Twitter user Lexi Loves Lover says, I really feel like Drunk Taylor compliments all the other girls in the bathroom. The best kind of girl. And we'll end on this one. This is how I'm going to be looking after the Lover tour ends and they turn back on the stadium lights. So funny. And speaking of Lover, Taylor Swift's latest album hits stores August 23rd.
So again, unconfirmed whether Taylor was actually drunk here or
if
not.
she was, it's fine.
Here's one, of course, but here's one thing we do know. She is actually here for the new meme. On Sunday, T Swift tweeted some photos from the party, surrounded by some of the people who made the music videos possible for her singles Me and You Need to Calm Down. She added a caption reading in part, "We had so much fun that Drunk Taylor is trending on Twitter. Cheers." There you go.
I just love that she's having a blast because a lot of people come for Taylor.
Yeah.
It feels a little unwarranted sometimes, so she's having fun with her success.
And I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 chance that she approved that video before her friend posted it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stick around. We'll have lots more T Swift in our Teen Choice Awards recap where she nabbed a hot new award. All the details about that coming up in just a bit.
And to celebrate the arrival of the internet's new favorite meme, hashtag Drunk Taylor, we want to see your all-time favorite Taylor gifts.
Yeah, tweet them to us. You can use the hashtag People Now. We're going to check in on those in a little bit. But for now, we move on to this. Jason Momoa making headlines. He's continuing to express his frustration at industrial work going on at a volcanic site in his native Hawaii. The Aquaman star posted a picture of a construction site on Instagram, captioned in part with an apology to Warner Brothers that reads, quote, "Sorry, Warner Brothers, we can't shoot Aquaman 2 because Jason got run over by a bulldozer trying to stop the desecration of his native land." Aquaman 2 is slated to hit theaters in December of 2022. Momoa has been visiting with native Hawaiian protesters who are trying to block the construction of a giant $1.4 billion telescope on Hawaii's tallest mountain. The mountain is known to have the best conditions for astronomy in the northern hemisphere. The protesters, including Momoa, oppose the telescope because some believe Mauna Kea's summit is sacred. Momoa added in his Instagram post, "This is not happening. We are not letting you do this anymore. Enough is enough. Go somewhere else." The actor told his millions of social media followers to please be an inspiration and raise awareness amongst the general public and the corporate realm to promote conservation for our generation and future generations to come. Momoa has received support from fellow actor Dwayne Johnson, who also has family ties to the area. Johnson previously told Hawaii News Now that the protests are about more than a telescope. He says, quote, "It's humanity, it's culture, it is people, Polynesian people who are willing to die here to protect this land. This is very sacred land." All right, now watch this. Yes, and these boys with love are in need of some well-deserved R&R. BTS management company announced on Sunday that the group will be taking a, quote, official and extended period of rest and relaxation and will not be performing in the foreseeable future, except for a pre-scheduled concert in Dubai this October. The K-pop group has released 6 full-length albums and 6 EPs since their debut just 6 years ago. So the hiatus will give them the chance that they need to, quote, recharge and prepare to present themselves anew as musicians and creators. Their management adds this will also provide them with a chance to enjoy ordinary lives of young people in their 20s, albeit briefly. Management is also asking fans to be respectful of the members while they're off duty. They say, should you have a chance encounter with a member of BTS while they're on vacation, we ask that you show consideration for their need to rest and enjoy their private time off. But don't worry, guys. BTS is planning to return someday, though they did not specify when. The statement concludes with this quote, BTS will return refreshed and recharged to return all the love you have and continue to show them. BTS has some of the best fans out there. Most of the reactions to the announcement overwhelmingly supportive. One fan writing in part, I couldn't be happier. They truly deserve this. BTS, I wish you guys to enjoy your time with friends and family and take care of yourself. Stay healthy. Another fan writes, babies always have worked the hardest for us to get the best of everything they do, so they truly deserve to have a long vacation and all the rest in the world. It's honestly true, Andrea. They have the best fans, and so I think people are really going to be here for it.
It's probably a tough pill to swallow for the BTS army, but I think that they deserve this rest.
Hang in there, guys. You can stream the music, and they'll be back. Let's talk about this. Dwayne "Dog the Bounty Hunter" Chapman was spotted stepping out with a mystery woman in Los Angeles over the weekend. Many fans speculating that the two were on a date. According to The Blast, the woman is a hairstylist for Dog's upcoming show, Dog's Most Wanted. 8 other members of the crew were reportedly at the dinner as well, and the woman is apparently a longtime friend of the Chapman family. A rep for Dog did not immediately respond to People's request for comment. The outing comes nearly 2 months after Dog's wife, Beth Chapman, passed away after a battle with stage 2 throat cancer. Dog announcing that news at the time in a heartbreaking tweet. He said, it's 5:32 in Hawaii. This is the time that she would wake up to go hike Cocoa Head Mountain. Only today, she hiked the stairway to heaven. We all love you, Beth. See you on the other side. That was his post at that time. The family honored Beth with a gathering in Waikiki, Hawaii, as well as at an emotional memorial service at the Heritage Christian Center in Aurora, Colorado. We wish him all the best as he continues to cope with all of the loss there. And Andrea, you've got more for us in Star Trek.
I do. We are kicking off Star Trek today with everything you missed from the 2019 Teen Choice Awards. There were plenty of custom surfboards to go around Sunday night at the 2019 Teen Choice Awards in Hermosa Beach, California. And of course, there were some iconic moments we cannot stop talking about. Taylor Swift was awarded the Icon Award and was given a custom bedazzled surfboard that featured her 3 cats, Olivia Benson, Meredith Grey, and Benjamin Button. That is pretty great. It's a perfect gift, Jeremy. At the end of her powerful acceptance speech, Swift surprised viewers by announcing her new song Lover will be debuting this Friday, August 16th. So excited for that. Meanwhile, Sarah Hyland and Wells Adams couldn't keep their hands off each other on Sunday night, just 3 weeks after announcing their engagement. The duo made their debut as an engaged couple on Sunday's blue carpet. Now, Hyland went on to perform her duet Met at a Party with Jordan McGraw during the show, and these two are so cute. Now, Nikki Bella and her boo Artem Chigvintsev also showed off a little PDA on the blue carpet. Nikki looked smoking hot in a shimmery matching 2-piece, while Artem kept it classic by her side in a blue fitted suit. I like the little dip there. Couple goals. We're still saying that?
Yeah,
this is it.
They are it.
And it looks like the Jonas Brothers found happiness at the Teen Choice Awards. The group took home the Decade Award and gave a very inspirational speech about how they hadn't always felt so cool. They reflected on some of the bullying they faced growing up and other adversities that stood in their way. And these guys have come so far, and every single time we're going to be suckers for the Joe Bros. All right, on to this. Happy birthday to Cara Delevingne. The supermodel actress turns 27 on Monday, and her girlfriend Ashley Benson is showing her love in the most permanent way. Now, over the weekend, Ashley got a tattoo of her girlfriend's nickname, Squish. New York-based tattoo artist John Boy shared the photo on his Instagram. Now, according to Page 6, in April 2019, Cara posted a throwback photo of her as a youngster with a caption saying in part, once a squish, always a squish. Ashley later commented on the photo simply saying, squishy. So there's something about the squish here. A little inside joke between them. This is not the first time Ashley and Cara, who have been linked for more than a year, expressed their love with some ink. Ashley has the initials CD on her side, while Cara has an A on her side. Very permanent here. The A-list couple was rumored to have already tied the knot in a Vegas wedding earlier this year, and a rep for the Little Vegas chapel seemingly confirmed the rumor to The Sun, saying that Cara and Ashley were, quote, clearly devoted to each other, and they had the biggest smiles on their faces. The chapel added, quote, you could see that they were serious about what they were doing. Cara and Ashley have yet to confirm or deny the reports, but we know that they are squishes, or whatever that is. All right, love is in the air. Bachelor in Paradise alums Ashley, Iaconetti, and Jared Haibon said I do during an elegant romantic ceremony in Rhode Island on Sunday evening. The couple exchanged vows in front of 180 guests, including many Bachelor Nation faves like Nick Viall, Olivia Caridi, Ben Higgins, and Becca Tilley. Jared's dog Clark served as the ring bearer, as the two were married by Bachelor producer Elon Gale at an intimate church where they exchanged, of course, Neil Lane wedding bands. Jared looked every bit Ashley's prince in a classic tuxedo, while Ashley was channeling princess vibes in her Inez Di Santo ball gown. Now, prior to the special day, Ashley told us how she found her perfect dress.
It was 7th dress that I tried on that day, and it looked fine on the rack to me, but it wasn't one of my first choices. And I tried it on, and it was unlike any other. It's like the story that every bride tells. Like, I had this vision, and then I tried on something that I didn't think was gonna be super great, and then it was amazing.
My dress is a princess ball gown. It's lace overlay over a whole bunch of other layers of like sparkly tulle. So it's definition princess, and it's very small, sweetheart top, which I love because my waist is what I've always liked showing off. And it's spinny and it's sparkly, but only in a subtle way, which I love. It's timeless, classic elegance.
I think it's beautiful. And interesting it wasn't her first choice, but glad she landed on that one. Now, Ashley wore her princess gown up until the reception, where she slipped into an Align by Rita Veneris gown. Guests were served New England-inspired hors d'oeuvres, themed cocktails, including one that was appropriately called Ashley's Tears. Now, if you watch The Bachelor, you know that it doesn't take much to make Ashley cry, so all in good fun here. Ashley and Jared tapped American Idol alum David Cook to sing Ever the Same for their first dance, and they chose to play romantic tunes like A Whole New World and Elton John's Your Song during dinner before guests hit the dance floor. Now, the couple then cut into a custom wedding cake baked by Shelby Bauer, the winner of an episode of Wedding Cake Championship that Ashley and Jared actually made an appearance on. Cool. But do not worry, it didn't get too out of control here. Ashley and Jared kept their wedding day chic and elegant. The bride says, quote, Jared and I, from the beginning, have been saying we don't want our wedding to be a party. We want it to be a romantic experience. And it really was right from the start. Ashley and Jared kicked off their wedding weekend on Friday evening with a romantic sunset welcome cruise around Newport, Rhode Island. Now, Rhode Island is very meaningful for Jared, who grew up and worked in Warwick before his bachelorette stint, which led him to Ashley. Jared told people ahead of the cruise festivities, quote, it's all our close friends and family, and the wedding party will come. I'm very excited for that. And it was smooth sailing for these lovebirds. Ashley told people ahead of their I-dos, quote, we freakishly agreed on everything. Growing up, we had the exact same vision of our wedding, doing it as grandiose as it has become. Well, our congrats to the happy couple. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us. We're going to be joined live by Good Boys star Molly Gordon. The movie is definitely a hilarious R. It's raising some eyebrows. We're going to talk all about it. Plus, HGTV star Tarek El Moussa will also be here live. We're talking love, health, family, all of his exciting new shows. That's coming up in a bit as well.
All right, so in honor of our new favorite hashtag and meme, Drunk Taylor, which is making rounds on the internet right now, we asked you to send in your favorite Tay-Tay gifts of all time, so let's take a look at these. Drum roll, please. Okay, there we go. Yep. I don't know what it's from, but I get it. Oh, there she is, the little hair flip. Very popular one. All right, we have another from the music vid. All right. Yeah. All right, keep sending those in, but for now, we move on to this. All right, here we go. Just days after People confirmed Liam Hemsworth and Miley Cyrus have split after nearly 8 months of marriage, Liam Hemsworth reportedly told the Daily Mail Australia, quote, you don't understand what it's like. I don't want to talk about it. Now, this was while he was photographed out and about in Australia, where he's currently celebrating older brother Chris Hemsworth's birthday. Now, Miley was the first to break her silence following news of the split, tweeting out a message about the importance of protecting the environment and writing in part, change is inevitable. So not really commenting on the divorce or the
Subtle
split,
acknowledgement.
but yeah. Now, a lot has been reported over the weekend. We've got you covered. Here's a timeline in case you missed it. Before news of the split over the weekend, Miley was spotted on an Italian getaway with The Hills' New Beginning star and Brody Jenner's recent ex, Caitlyn Carter. Miley was seen without her wedding ring. Caitlyn has been documenting the trip via Instagram. Then just hours before People confirmed the breakup, Miley and Caitlyn were photographed kissing near Lake Como. Yeah, now fast forward to Sunday. Brody Jenner shared a photo on Instagram with a caption that seemingly referenced that kiss. He writes, "Don't let yesterday take up too much of today," paired with a photo of himself posing near the coast. Then Brody's Hills co-star Brandon Thomas Lee commented on the photo saying, "Let's round this scandal out and post a pic of us making out." Brody had a quick response as seen in the screenshot captured by comments by celebs. He said, "Watch out, pics of Liam and I holding hands on the beach coming soon," which I think is pretty funny.
I love it. His remarks did not go unnoticed. Miley clapped back, commenting, "Go take a nap in your truck and cool off. Hashtag hot girl summer." That was a reference to the premiere episode of The Hills, New Beginnings. Brody actually did sleep in his truck because he didn't want to deal with Caitlyn.
These comments seem like they're all in good fun, though, which makes the whole thing bizarre.
Absolutely.
I don't know. A rep for Miley confirmed her split from Liam after 8 months of marriage in a statement to People, saying, quote, "Liam and Miley have agreed to separate at this time, ever evolving, changing as partners and individuals. They've decided this is what's best while they both focus on themselves and careers. They still remain dedicated parents to all of their animals they share while lovingly taking this time apart. Please respect their process and privacy."
Well, we wish him the best.
We're sorry, we just want to learn how to kiss.
Lucas, it's none of their business.
We should have just told the truth. We're going to a kissing party and none of us have ever kissed and we're scared.
Lucas, I've had sex before, but I've never kissed a girl. Look, can we please have the drone back? If you don't give it back, I'll tell my dad you stole it.
And I'll tell him that you're a pervert. We'll tell the whole school.
This is sensual harassment.
We'll tell everyone that you're a misogynist.
I've never massaged anyone.
This is what happens when you don't respect women.
I respect women. My mom's my best friend.
What about me?
So good. When 3 tweens were invited to a kissing party, they spy on their teenage neighbor Hannah for some pointers. But as you might expect, their plan goes awry, and of course, chaos ensues.
We're joined today by Good Boys star Molly Gordon to tell us all about that. Thank you for being here. We were just saying that we watched this and we're just dying laughing. So funny. Thank you for a good movie. That's really hilarious.
I'm so glad you enjoyed
What was
it.
it like when you watched it the first time?
It was, I saw it at South by and people were laughing so hard, so it was so exciting, and I was so excited for the boys, and it was great.
Hilarious. You're on a roll with comedies also. So you were in 2018's Life at the Party with Melissa McCarthy, then Booksmart, now this. So you take us back to when you knew that calling was that comedy was your calling.
I grew up just loving watching movies. I loved Saturday Night Live, and would kind of lie to my friends that I was in a fight with my parents just because I wanted to go home and watch it with my parents. That was like a beautiful ritual that we had. And my parents took me to see Anchorman when I was 11, which was probably too young to see that movie. And I was like, I want to do that. Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, well, the fact that tells us a lot. Like, they wouldn't hesitate at all for you to be involved in a movie like this. We should tell people this movie is definitely rated R.
Yeah.
It's vulgar comedy. It kind of owns that tone from the jump. Good Boys is the name of it again, if you didn't hear. So the concept here, these tween boys are trying to like gear up for this kissing party. They kind of chat or sort of they sort of spy on you and another friend with a drone to get tips on kissing, and all this stuff happens. It made us think, as we were watching it, about our first kiss and like that phase of life when that's such a like, oh my gosh, how does it work? What happens? I mean, for you, what goes through your mind when you're kind of watching back and thinking about that phase?
Oh, it's horrifying because I did not know how to kiss. I think one of my first kisses was in Truth or Dare. Like, we did a Spider-Man kiss, and he told me years later that I bit him really hard. I thought it was like you had to involve your teeth.
Okay, right.
I thought the teeth,
Which actually would make a lot of sense that if you know nothing.
Nothing. I thought it was like teeth heavy, tongue heavy. I didn't understand anything. They're like, absolutely not. Yeah, just kiss.
You're violent.
A very violent kiss. But I think there's so much humor.
What grade was that when that happened?
Like 8th or 9th grade.
Okay.
I was definitely more like Keith's character. I was still a kid. I wasn't ready to be a teenager yet.
I was like 3rd, 4th grade, legit on the playground. Yeah.
I was a freshman.
With Joy was her name.
Oh, wow! Shout out to Joy.
What's up, Joy?
Mine was a freshman. Yeah, I think I was a late bloomer.
Yeah.
Well, for a while though, I was telling everybody that it was actually in 4th grade because someone had kissed my elbow on the bus. And so I lied for a long time. But
First
I thought
kiss
that
was
the
awkward,
first kiss.
kind of dry. It was on my elbow.
You never wash your elbow forever.
I just was like, this is my first kiss.
Like,
talk to us about working on this very raunchy comedy though with kids. Was it intimidating to you versus working with adults?
It wasn't intimidating. I honestly was very surprised at how professional they were. I would laugh more and I would goof off more. Jacob is like a veteran of the business. I say he's like a 78-year-old man. He like had a cigar and was like, Molly, you look great today. Like
He just like gets it,
Yeah.
and they were so great. And they're just not in their heads. And I think when you
Yeah.
get older, you get more self-conscious. So I actually wanted to be more like they were.
That's amazing. Because
Yeah.
you have Jacob Tremblay, you have Brady Noon, Keith Williams. They're so funny.
They're
we had
great.
those three in studio, and they were hilarious.
Yeah.
What was something maybe surprising about working with those three?
They were just really good guys. They are good boys, and it would just made me happy that, like, to see the trajectory of their careers now, and to know that they were such good people now, and that they have good parents, and yeah, that was just a good part.
I feel like there would be so many moments where I would be like, are we saying this in front of them?
Yeah.
Because I will tell you,
Yeah.
I've interviewed Jacob for several years, and it was
Yeah.
like, at first it was shocking. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe the words coming out of his mouth.
100%, yeah. But I just they'd go, what does this mean? I'd say, I have no idea as well. I have absolutely no idea. One day we'll find out.
Yeah, one day we'll all
I
know.
don't know.
For now, none of us know.
Exactly.
Second hit comedy this year. A couple months ago, we saw you in Booksmart with your real life bestie. That must have been a fun experience. Tell us about that.
It was the best. Yeah, she's just my best friend in the whole world. She's such an amazing person, and she's so freaking talented. So I just felt lucky to work with her and to play like someone that is very mean to her.
Is that the kind of thing where you know each other so well that you have to question, like, I mean, obviously the writing's there, it's in the script, but in terms of your rapport, I would imagine you've got like inside jokes galore
Yeah.
that you think are hilarious. That would, you know what I mean? Like
Totally.
when it comes to being creative, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
hold up, this works for everyone, this works for us.
Yeah, I think I honestly think it was better that we didn't get along in the movie, because
Yeah.
I think that forced us to kind of like have to work hard. I would have just been smiling the whole time looking at her, but I had to kind of just not like her, which was very, very hard for me
Yeah.
since I'm in love with her.
Yeah, and that movie is so great and it's so funny.
Yeah, I feel really lucky to be a part of that movie.
Yeah, we were doing our deep dive. You're also real life best friends with Ben Platt,
Yeah.
who we love, and we know him from Broadway. You've also done theater.
Yeah.
Do you and Ben ever talk? Does he ever give you advice, or do you guys ever talk about doing live theater?
Yeah, he gives me so much advice on what supplements to take. I can't stop talking, and he was like, "You can't talk. You have to treat your body like a temple when you're doing it, because theater is so hard." Yeah, he's just amazing, and he started before me, so it's been great to like see how he navigates this life and to learn from that.
Wait, what are the supplements?
Yeah,
There's like
right.
supplements to take specifically for doing live theater?
Or just like if you're starting to feel sick, take
Yeah.
this vitamin C, have this tea.
I need to know.
Yeah, a lot of you should go to him.
I'm
He's
big
like
on
a doctor.
I'm
Yeah.
big on the zinc. I'm on the zinc train.
He likes zinc.
What is
yeah.
that? What is zinc?
Zinc's like an immune thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you start to feel a little something or you're around people, it's sort of like the emergency thing. Emergency and then zinc. But be careful, guys. Eat first, because a lot of zinc on an empty tummy will make you
Not
feel
good.
bad.
Yeah. He should start like a Google Doc that he can send out to people that are starting to do theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would work. Should we talk about your parents? They are filmmakers. They're both directors and writers. I heard that they helped you sort of script a breakup. Is that right?
Yeah.
Breaking up with your boyfriend, like it was like, okay, writer's room.
Totally.
Let's talk through this.
Because I just wanted to say like we're done. I can't do this anymore.
You were texting right there.
Yeah,
You were going to do it via text.
Totally, and
Okay.
they were like, I was in 8th grade, and they said, no, you have to, kill him with kindness and say that you're going through something and not put it on him.
Okay.
Yeah, and we wrote like a beautiful letter all together, many drafts, and we sent it, and then we didn't talk for like a year, me and that guy, so it didn't go that
But
well.
at least at least there was like a nice,
Totally, and he
thoroughly
ended up-
thought over
Definitely.
statement.
And they've helped me like throughout the years with lots of different romantic things.
Yeah. Are you someone that you go right to your parents with the new person that you're dating?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
They're definitely they're like the parents that you want to bring someone home to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of afraid that your parents are going to be embarrassing.
Yeah,
Or
no.
I had that
mean.
kind of relationship with my parents too. I still do, but like with dating and everything, like I would tell them so much. There was a point where my dad was like, "You don't have to tell me all these some of these
No,
details."
100%. I'm the opposite. I never say anything.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'm single for life.
Yeah. Anyway, so since you play a bit of a mischievous teenager in Good Boys, we want to play a game called Guilty or Innocent. We're going to give you a scenario. You tell us if you are guilty or innocent of it. Are you
There you
ready?
go.
I'm so ready.
Here we go.
Okay, first one, guilty or innocent of stealing props from set?
Oh, guilty. I always steal things.
Is there a favorite thing that you've recently stole, or maybe from this movie, from Good Boys?
Did I steal anything from Good Boys? I think I stole a lighter.
Okay, good.
Take what you want with that.
I was very scared about it.
If you've seen the movie, you know that there's a lot of interesting props.
Guilty or innocent of drunk texting?
Oh, guilty.
Yeah.
Always.
Do you have like an apology tour the next morning?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Huge apology tour. Yeah.
Guilty or innocent of sliding in the DMs?
Oh, innocent. I think that's scary.
Yeah.
I don't like to do that. Yeah.
Has anyone ever slid into your DMs that you actually responded to? You know what I mean? That's like, oh, now we're great friends.
I think a couple of female comedians and I have become friends through that, but I'm a little too scared. I like in-person hang.
Have you ever
like that.
thought
That's
of
a good
sliding in the
standard.
DMs of like a celeb and then talk yourself out of it?
I mean, I'd like to just slide into like Beyonce's DMs and be like, I respect you and love you, but that's really it, yeah.
Maybe this counts as that.
Yeah,
sort of.
exactly.
Some digital
There you
world. Guilty or innocent, regifting a gift. Huge sin.
Oh, guilty. Because you get like a bag of stuff sometimes and I'm allergic to it or something and you can re-gift it.
Let me just also say this. I would encourage anyone that I give a gift to feel free to regift it. I don't care
I feel
at
the
all.
same way,
Like
yeah.
0%.
Exactly. It's just gonna go to waste.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't care.
All right, guilty or innocent of spoiling the ending of a movie or show?
Guilty. I talk a lot, so I
Yeah.
have
Do
that
you?
problem. Yeah.
Do you spoil it like, oh, so you'll just like with your friends like, oh my gosh, so you
Yeah.
just give it up.
But I'm trying to be better about it. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're saying, Ben said you talk a lot. So.
All right, Molly,
So
thank
good
you
to talk
so
to you.
much
Thank
for
you.
being here. And you guys make sure to check out Good Boys when it hits theaters this Friday, August 16th.
Dennis, did Bixby give you a bath? Is he giving you a bath?
Oh my God. The cat houses are always bad because there's just like so much urine and odor and the second you see one of those scratcher things, you know it's over.
And you know what I'm getting her for Christmas, right?
Such a sweetie.
I know I am.
Okay, well, I'm about to put the suit back on, but
Are you really putting that on? Come on.
I'm honestly too hot, but
hot.
I am putting these on.
Let's go. Come on, we have a job to do. Oh, you can smell it.
Oh, man, I think you like it.
Yeah, I do. I'm enjoying this, actually, because you hate it.
Oh.
It's making it that much better for me.
Well, who says exes can't work together? That was a look at the new season of Flip or Flop, starring Tarek El Moussa, who joins us now. Welcome.
So good to talk to you, man. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for stopping by.
I was just saying, love everything about you and the way you've handled so much. The way this show is playing out and the way it's being promoted on HGTV, just kind of owning the tone.
Yeah.
The digs are being thrown out left and right.
I mean,
it's
that's
hilarious.
real life, though, because a lot of times exes have to work together and you make it work.
You know, it's one of those things like, you know, HGTV is HGTV, so I find it really fun and funny that they're kind of poking at, you know, the relationship a little bit. And I think it just makes the show a lot more fun and exciting.
And also like endless opportunities for shade here and shade there.
Yeah. A lot of shade going on.
Let's talk about this though. You've got a lot going on. You've got the 3 shows, flipping houses, raising 2 kids, but excited to find out that you just confirmed your relationship with Selling Sunset star Heather Rae Young.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
out there in the public. You have said before you never thought that you would maybe find someone again. So what was it about her that changed your mind?
You know what? Like after going through what I went through, I was like completely broken, like physically, spiritually, mentally. Like I was so like broken, and I just never really thought I'd open up to someone again. I never thought I'd be vulnerable again. And then I saw her one day, and I remember I said, "Oh, she's a real pretty girl." And then I remember she smiled, And right when she smiled, like I just lit up inside, and I had this feeling that I hadn't felt in like 20 years.
Wow.
Because, you know, I was married for a long time, I was with my ex for a long time, and I hadn't had that feeling towards another woman, so it was really, really new and exciting.
Yeah, I mean, she's a babe. Like,
Yeah,
did you know right away when you guys first started talking? Was that connection there?
Yeah, I mean, obviously she's a beautiful girl, but that's not why we're together.
Yeah.
Like, she just is so amazing and supportive and strong, and she just really makes me feel better. Like, it makes my life better.
Yeah, you seem really happy. You've lived out one relationship in the public before, and that's hard. Were you cautious about putting this out in the public after all that?
Very much so, but I really had no choice. You know, it's still early on in the relationship. We've been dating for a few months and we're officially boyfriend and girlfriend. But you know, they got the paparazzi photos of us on the back of my boat. You know, that kind of went viral. So at that point, I was like, okay, well, I think it's kind of out there. So I said, I guess it's time to do the thing, and we let the world know what's going on.
Yeah. She's met the family, but not your ex Christina yet.
No,
right?
not
Is
yet.
that going to happen? When will it happen?
Yeah, I'm sure. You know, I have kids, and you know, we share kids, and so she's gonna be around sports games, family events, and all those different things.
One other thing you just said earlier, you were talking about how it was just sort of this rock bottom moment for you, right? What helped you get on your feet the most as you're able to kind of reflect on that now? Was there something in particular?
You know, I've just had so many different obstacles in my life, and every time I always try to tell myself, you know, that the comeback's gonna be better than the setback. And I had a choice to make. You know, we're only here once, right? And I talk about that a lot because I've faced cancer twice. I mean, I was facing death. And I had to make a decision how I want to live the rest of my life. And I decided I wanted to live the best life possible. And the only way I can do that is to be present, be healthy, and really be ready for change and to start over with a new chapter.
I love that. It seems like life is going great. Let's talk about your many shows you have going on. You're launching a new show at the beginning of 2020 called Flipping 101. We have a clip, so let's take a look.
I'm Tarek El Moussa, and I've successfully flipped over 300 houses. Along the way, I've seen every mistake there is to make. Now, I'm out to help novice flippers get through their projects unscathed. I'm gonna show them how to take the worst of the worst, and make a mountain of money turning them into the best on the block. It will kill you if you don't finish fast. We make it happen?
Let's do it.
It happen.
All right.
So how will Flipping 101 differ from Tarek's Flip Side and Flip or Flop? What are we gonna see?
Okay, so Flipping 101 is obviously about house flipping, but with Flip or Flop, I'm going in there, I'm putting my money on the line, I'm fixing up the houses, and I'm flipping them. Flipping 101, I don't own the properties, I don't get the profit, and I don't make any of the decisions. All I am there to guide and help people. So the whole concept of the show is me mentoring rookie flippers. When at first I was like, it's gonna be boring, I'm just gonna tell them what to do and they're gonna do it. I was so wrong. Like everything I say to do, half the time they do the exact opposite.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, and I'm like, wait a minute. And it's serious, it's like, it's real TV. I'm like, but I didn't tell you to do that. Oh, but we thought. I'm like, well, you know, so it makes the show really exciting because it just shows that people want to do things their own way.
With the rookies.
Yeah, and for me it's scary because I know how much money's on the line.
Well, you're coaching people through a lot of different things. What's the most common struggle you find for people to learn when it comes to this process of flipping?
The most difficult part of flipping, man, there's just a lot of big decisions to make, and you just gotta make sure that they're educated on the process and they make the right choices.
It's gotta be one of those things where, okay, once you go through it over and over again, that's when you learn all the tricks of the trade and there's no other way to learn, except to listen to the guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things, like the knowledge I have, like you can't read a book to get the knowledge I have. I've done close to 500 houses.
Yeah.
So I
know what you're talking
I've made
about, yeah.
so many mistakes, and I'm sure I'm gonna make more mistakes, but that's just part of the business, and that's why I'm obsessed with it, because it's never the same. Every house, every project, every day is new and different.
Yeah, so you also have Tarek's Flip Side. So many shows. How do you keep track of all of them at this point? you just
moved around. I'm looking for 3 more shows.
Yeah,
Okay,
By the way, good problem.
But how will Tarek's Flip Side be even different? Is there anything off camera? Because I believe this is going to show a different side of you we haven't seen before.
So Tarek's Flip Side is a digital series on HGTV.com and other digital platforms of theirs. But it's pretty much a behind-the-scenes look of who I am as an actual person, not just like the house flip or flop guy. So it shows what I do on a daily basis, going to the gym, how I live, spending time with my kids. And it's just kind of like a docu-style reality show that's about my life.
So we're going to see all the little quirks behind the scenes.
I like the dad perspective too. I've got 2 little girls. When you think about putting your kids on TV, that's a whole decision you have to make as well, right? What went into that for you?
Yeah. Well, they've never been heavily on TV. If you notice, like over the years, they do pop-ins here and there. because we're not trying to have a reality show about our kids. You know what I mean? It's more about our business and our lives. But for fun, cute projects like that, I was really excited about it because to be able to film those memories and look back 10, 20, 30 years from now, it's gonna be really special.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm most excited about it.
That is cool.
Like all these memories that I'm able to capture on video, they're gonna be so special to watch one day.
Yeah, something I really admire about you is with this latest season of Flip or Flop, working with an ex and having this great working relationship that really is difficult. And I know that you both have gone through a lot, but what is your advice to other people out there that maybe went through a divorce or a split and now have to work together? So what's your advice to them?
You know, you have to remember why you're doing what you're doing. You know, for me, I have to make a decision. What's more important? You know, letting my emotions get in the way or showing up, doing my job, treating her with respect and doing what's best for my kids. So for me, it's a life decision.
What's at this point, you know, you're obviously in new territory now with this season, post-split. What's the best thing, worst thing about working with her?
The best thing is, I don't have to say yes to everything anymore. That's the best thing.
And the worst thing?
The worst thing, no. I mean, I think the best thing trumps the worst thing.
Okay,
so
I
now I'm
guess
like,
so,
oh,
I
you
guess
want
so.
new cabinets? I don't think so.
Yeah.
No cabinets for you.
You know what, another thing that's inspirational and that a lot of people look up to, because a lot of people deal with the ex thing, but co-parenting is something else too, and you mentioned the kids. What's been the key for you guys to successfully co-parent?
I mean, just simple. Bottom line is this, kids come first. We will never let our feelings or emotion or any personal issues we have get in the way of the kids. And that's it.
Yeah, you just posted an Instagram working with your daughter, Taylor. How is she as a designer?
Oh my gosh, she's so good. Like looking back at the footage, I remember when we first started on TV, like Taylor was in Christina's stomach. And now to watch clips of her designing houses with me, it's the most rewarding thing in the world. And she always tells me, Daddy, I'm gonna work for you. Well, she tells me, Daddy, I'm gonna be your boss one day. I said, honey, of course, no problem. But my dream is to have both my kids work with me.
Yeah, so you're completely on board with getting your kids into flipping houses.
Oh yeah. Real estate, flipping houses, just everything I do. I just love spending time with them.
Well, and how cool for them to be involved in something that you love and to teach them, and then all of a sudden it's your thing. Look, you mentioned this earlier. You've been very open about your battle with cancer, cancer-free since March.
Yeah.
Congratulations, it's amazing to hear. You say that you're feeling amazing, staying on top of it. What's been the key for you to stay on top of your health at this point?
You know, for me, the most important thing is making sure that my levels are correct, meaning my blood work, because I don't have a thyroid and I had 2 different cancers actually. So a lot of times if my medications aren't properly functioning throughout my body, it'll create issues with me. So I have to make sure I follow my medications.
For people that may be encountering this kind of, maybe a similar battle for the first time, what's your piece of advice to them?
Here's one thing I do know. The doctor's not always right. So if something feels wrong, you have to get it checked out, because all the medications I take really affect me to the point where one day, if I don't take them right, I won't be able to get out of bed, and the next day I'm bouncing off walls.
Wow.
So it's very important to be on top of your meds.
Yeah, that's great advice. All right, ready to play a little game? Okay, we're gonna play a little bit of a rapid fire home edition. We'll be asking you about your own preferences on a house. We'll be asking you to choose between 2 things. You just say which one you like better. Okay.
All right,
Ready?
Here we go. Would you rather have a house nestled in the mountains or a beachfront property? I think I know the answer to this.
Beachfront property.
As you currently have, right?
Yeah, I like the ocean. Well, actually, I want both. Can I say both?
Yeah, you can say both.
Yeah, why not? A downtown city high-rise or quiet countryside house?
Man. City high-rise. New York City, actually. I love New York City.
Yeah.
I do.
And by the way, I would imagine from a design perspective, it would be really cool to sink your teeth into that type of environment compared to what you normally do, right? Because it's different ball games, limited space, different options.
It's totally different. Actually, right now, I'll just throw something out there. I'm actually looking at buying a second home right now up in Hollywood Hills.
Okay.
It looks like I'll be spending more time
Up there,
outside.
yeah. Right, nice. All right, well, we'll be looking for the pictures and everything else.
Yeah.
Massive deluxe kitchen or grand master bathroom?
Master bathroom.
So is the master bath in your new home in the Hollywood Hills going to be epic? What's the vibe of that?
Oh, I'm sure I'll figure out a way to do something cool. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so you don't have the house yet?
Not yet. I'm looking.
You're looking.
You're looking
okay.
like currently though.
Yeah, I'm looking.
All right. Jacuzzi tub or rainfall shower?
Ooh, jacuzzi tub.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Wraparound porch, backyard fire pit. Which one?
Fire pit.
Because it brings people together, right?
Yeah, you just throw a fire pit, a couple chairs, you know, hang out, listen to some music.
Everybody's happy.
All right, in the bedroom, plush carpet or sleek hardwood?
Plush carpet.
Oh,
Really?
T-balls go back and forth. Like in my own
interesting.
house, my whole house is hardwood floors except my bedroom plush carpet. I just love the feeling in the morning with my bare feet walking on carpet.
Actually, that's a good point. But you know what? For me, it's like one rug of it, and then let that be it.
I feel like it's trended away from carpet, but
It has. But there's so many like beautiful carpets now that my carpet's super high-end, plush, beautiful looking. And I just love the feel of carpet. And I also, you know, I have 2 young kids, so half the time I'm on the floor wrestling and playing.
Right, no, that makes sense.
And you know, I'm getting older, so like my knees hurt, my elbows hurt.
It's a function of age.
I'm trying to like chase my son around the kitchen on the hardwood floors, and it's like,
It's like actually full padded floors.
ow.
And yeah. Okay, so maybe we'll project this one onto your future Hollywood Hills home. Backyard pool and hot tub or personal home gym?
pool and a hot tub.
Okay, then you just go to the gym somewhere else.
All right, personal movie theater or personal bowling alley?
Movie theater.
Do you have
movie theater? At my old house, I had a movie theater, and the next house, I want to build a movie theater.
What's your favorite function about your current home or favorite feature?
It's a single-level horseshoe-style home.
Okay,
with
right.
26-foot high ceilings, so throughout the entire house, you just kind of feel like it's all together.
And it's got like a little courtyard.
And in the courtyard is a patio, pool, and a jacuzzi, and that's literally where I hang out all day long.
If you'd like to Airbnb that, anyone here would like to
come on down anytime.
Tarek, thank you for being here. So good to talk to you, man.
Thank
And guys, you can make sure to check out the new episodes of Flip or Flop Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern on HGTV. Tarek's Flip Side available now at hgtv.com. And look out for Flipping 101 with Tarek El Moussa coming to HGTV very soon. And we'll be looking for his house on Instagram.
Yes, we will.
All right, coming up tomorrow, joined live by Real Housewives of Orange County star Tamra Judge. She's going to spill the tea on all the new season's drama.
And there's a lot of it. Plus, Amy Duggar King is expecting her first baby. We'll be joined live by her and her husband Dylan to learn how they're preparing. All right, thanks for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Anna Panowski.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Anna Panowski, and this is One Last Thing. The last song I listened to on repeat was Sunflower by Rex Orange County. The last fun day out was when I went to Times Square. The last show I binge watched was The Office, of course.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay